Hi, Christopher. How are you today?
I'm good, Danielle, and yourself?
I'm great. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump on this interview with me. I'd like to go ahead and get started. Tell me, Christopher, a little bit about your background. I'm looking at your resume, and you have a very varied background, lots of experience. Looks like some hospitality, admin, call center. Tell me a little bit about that.
All right. So the lion's share of my background is in call center work, customer service work, but I have done a lot of other things. I've got a pretty detailed history with coaching youth basketball, both here and in the state of Virginia. I generally work with younger kids, developing them into the older leagues, so that by the time the coaches that have the older leagues get them, they're ready. So I have a really deep, relationship with children in the community because of that. The program that I'm with now is centered in Holly Hill. It was formerly known as the Holly Hill United. It's now known as Rivera Sports because of how we've grown over the past year. But I've pretty much become a familiar face within the community in Holly Hill and some parts of Daytona, some parts of Ormond, because we service all the kids from all around, but it's centered in that Holly Hill area. So that's been really the focal point since I've been here in Florida of the work that I do, but it's volunteer work, so I'm not getting paid for it. So um, I tell people all the time, you know, I get paid to do certain things, but that's my real job. So
Sure.
that takes up about 2 of my evenings per week, and then my weekends. But it is extremely fulfilling. Other than that, I've got experience with just about anything that you would determine clerical, administrative work, like I said, call center work, customer service work, claims, collections, things of that nature. I've worked for upstart companies that have grown to being very powerful companies. I've worked for already powerful companies, Bank of America. I've worked for third party contractors that contracted for big companies like Sprint. So um, I've got a pretty decorated work history. Lots of years in supervisory roles, so I'm pretty confident with my work history.
Yeah, I love that. I love your work history. I love your passion for the kids with the basketball. That's awesome that you're able to do that and help them, and also with the personal fulfillment of the job well done there. So as far as your it looks like, gosh, you've got you're proficient in Microsoft Word, Excel, data entry, typing around 40 words a minute. It even lists here that you did an assessment that you're an expert in call center, highly proficient on email writing, answering, and sorting. So you definitely have a little bit of everything, if you will, and some hospitality experience. You worked with Marriott
Hmm.
a
Two
few times,
different
night
networks.
audit.
Hmm.
Okay, great. Christopher, what type of position ideally are you looking for? Like, what do you feel would be the perfect fit for you?
Well, I don't want to box myself in a particular description of type of work. It's more ideally opportunity for growth is something that I'm looking for. Something that can be as fulfilling as what I do voluntarily. Um, Things of that nature. Something that I like to want to go to work in the morning. I like to want to be early. I want to have a passion for what I'm doing. So it's not necessarily a type of work. Um, it's more like a type of feeling that I get from the work, an overall package, if that makes any sense.
Wonderful. Well, Christopher, thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of our interview. If you don't hang up, though, because we have a few more things to go over. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that recording. Just a moment, please.